Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and we're here to take a look at the new match engine patch which come out of FM Korea. So if we take a look here, see this is FM Korea, and yeah, there's a match engine update that's been done. It's a little JSON file. It's not that large at all. In fact, if I go and check out where I have downloaded it, I will tell you exactly how large this actually is. It is 17.5 kilobytes, 17.6 KB. So it's just a little JSON file. It's a little change to the physics of the match engine. It doesn't change anything else. As we can see here, the community manager and the content manager, whatever other titles he has for Sports Interactive, the maker of Football Manager, Neil Brock, he says that basically it does not improve the match engine and can cause problems with overall realism. So what I'm hearing there is that they think that these make the match engine worse, and they believe that these also make it more unrealistic. That's what Neil Brock is basically saying. Community manager speaking on behalf of Sports Interactive, the makers of the game. So yeah, basically it's it's kind of interesting. That being said, it does say that there was only a minor change due to player accelerations. So I don't know exactly what the changes were made. I haven't gone through line by line and tried to figure exactly what happens, and what exactly has changed and where it's changed and what effect that might have on the game. But we have seen in a few matches, we have seen a lot of questionable decisions. A lot of questionable decisions being given. So someone in Korea has basically gone through and made physics changes and has basically put their own file up. So yeah, we'll see kind of what it's gonna all come down to. But you can see now that there's a lot of people here that are, undecided. So we'll see kind of what we think. So I actually didn't download it from here because I couldn't really find too much information. I do like downloading from the real place, but it is available elsewhere. You can pick it up. You just copy it into your Steam folder under this kind of place, or Epic if you've got it there, or Steam on Mac, or Epic on Mac. It applies to save games. That's what it says. It applies. So we are going to jump on in and see if that is the case. Now, one thing to say is my superstar striker, the world-class Dino Feijão, is now out of this next game. And it's a pretty decent game. It's a pretty decent game. We're actually at home to Arsenal. Now, we're doing okay in the league. We've come back after a pretty poor start, but we're doing okay. So we'll have to play without him. We do have good players. We're currently around about, I think on merit, we're probably the 5th or 6th best team in the league. We're a little bit underneath that. We are a little bit underneath that. It's been a few years in now. We're in 2023, about to turn into 2024. We've got a good but not great side of very good promising youngsters who should all come together. So I'm going to pick my team. So I didn't do that yet. And let's see, where can we... this is going to be interesting. Where do I play people? Play people. You're right only, so you're going to play there. That's fine, and then I'm going to play... you two there. Right, so we know kind of what our team is roughly going to look like. So I've got every position covered on the field. We've got this tactic, which is what we've been playing with and what has worked fairly well for us recently. As Vero and Ray still learning to play box-to-box. There used to be Mazzala. Before that, there used to be in defensive midfield as Segundo Volantes. But I've got my strikers covered attacking midfield, centre midfield, defensive midfield, centre back, left back, right back, and a goalkeeper. So I feel fairly comfortable. The Arsenal being a top 4 team, us being a top 6 team, an ascendant team, while they're kind of dropping out a little bit from the top 4, which is really a top 3. We've got stadium upgrades as well, so we're waiting for that to come through. It's been a bit of an interesting save with that in mind. Go out and impress me, and then I'm just going to say passionate, have faith. And my plan here is, normally I only see key highlights. We're going to start off with the demand more like we like to do, but let's pull our key highlights down to extended and see, let's see how the game kind of performs, what we see different perhaps to what we would expect from the regular match engine. So Pickford, Saka, Jimenez, Tar, Bellerin, Ruben Neves and Torreira. They got Victor Fischer with Adli and Pepe behind Gabriel Barbosa. Bench of Leno, Valverde, McNeil, Mina, Nelson, Saliba and Martinelli. Decent team. And yeah, I think this should be a very even game. It should be a very even game. And I do feel that we can win and probably would be slight favourites due to being at home and in amazing form lately. But we are without our top striker. So we will see kind of how this plays out. Hopefully we'll get some highlights. We'll see kind of how we go. Doesn't look like too much to begin with. Decent ball in. Headed away, but one back. Got McTominay on the edge of the area. The hedgehog out wide. Actually gets the ball through. And that is not normal. That is very much not normal. We will get a penalty and Sergio Gomez will step up to take it. The Spaniard slots it in. Big goal. Let's go, Sergio. Absolutely love to see that. See that. Very solid penalty into the bottom. I think that said it was his 3rd goal of the season. Midfielder's looking a little tired. Ray, a little tired, the youngster. Jonathan Tah climbs at the far post. Saka's free kick from out wide to the far post. Not amazing defending, but I don't really see... honestly, I don't really see anything too bad about that. Keepo came, didn't really go for it. Everybody else was kind of static. Hector Bellerin is booked as well. So, Saka again on this side. Ruben Neves. Azevedo can't get the ball. Bellerin is free. And he misses it. Like, that would have been almost a guaranteed first-time shot goal on normal match engine. So, Gomez, Diop and Meccano can't get there. Barbosa heads clear. McTominay. Back to the hedgehog. Marvitz to Ray. Ray. Oh. Okay. Bit of an interesting one. Hedgehog again. It's a hopeful ball. Hard and hopeful. Can't get there. Meccano. It's a bit Route 1 at the moment. We're not really playing our style of football. Perhaps Arsenal have us rattled with that equaliser. Dominguez, no, the striker. Down the wing. Back to McTominay. And the hedgehog. To switch it over to this far flank if we really wanted to. But hedgehog works his way through. Azevedo. This is fairly realistic from what I can see, boys. Down. Dominguez. Gomez. It's a goal. It's there. What a hit. That's his 4th of the season, his 2nd of the game. Sergio Gomez on a little knockdown. Seemed a bit sort of scrambly for a while, knocking it long. But Hedgehog actually managed to get a little bit of a cross. A flick down header. And what a strike. Sergio Gomez, let's go. Nice to meet you. Let's go. Brilliant hit. I really, really like that. So, early on, we regained our advantage. We are 2-1 up. It is a fairly even game. I haven't noticed any kind of real match engine problems like we've seen before. Bellerin. Yeah, Bellerin's shots from up wide haven't been good, and they shouldn't be good. Right back should not be the best striker of a ball in your team. Like we see sometimes. I'm going to drop down a cautious and see if we can soak some more of this pressure. We can't just keep giving him a shot at the target every time. Macon tries to take it up wide. Very well done by Jimenez there, showing him up wide as Vero gets booked. And that now doesn't look great for us. We haven't performed so far. We really haven't performed as of yet. But we do get that clear. Does this make sense? It kind of does. Jonathan Tah has to go and clear that. That allows us to come through and try and shut them down a little bit. Torreira from deep. It's a good shot. It's something you'd expect from a defensive midfielder, but a good save. I've got to say, first half, I'm quite impressed by the match engine. Low numbers of shots. I don't think that is unrealistic. We kind of shared possession as, again, I kind of said, it should be an even game. 4 to 5 shots. 2 shots apiece on target. Clear-cut chances, 1 apiece. We're up 2-1, 51 to 49% possession. They've had a couple more corners, even on fouls. Even on passing, our tackling has been better. They have been better, as I would expect in the air. That is not a strength of ours up front. Average ratings even. I would say for 9 fouls to have 3 yellow cards, that is a little heavy. But we are known to be heavy on our yellow cards anyway. I will fully admit that. But yeah, Sergio Gomez with a double either side of Jonathan Tah's strike. I'm actually going to tell them that they did well, but then I do like to calm down our bookings. We are 100% going to do this. And I'm just going to not happy them, apart from Sergio, of course. Not happy. Not happy. Oh, that's killed the team. The last one's killed the team, which is unfortunate. I was debating whether or not to have faith because they had 6.9s. And I will say in this tactic, usually, we do struggle sometimes up front rather than on the back end. It does look like Hedgehog and Marvit are our worst performers, then followed by the defensive teammates and McTominay, who protects the back line. So we haven't been good at the back. I think we all switched off for the goal. That's kind of easy to see Jonathan Tah's header from an acute angle. Good header, but really the keeper should have got it. The defender should have made more of a play on the ball. And we're giving away free kicks and set pieces in and around our own area, which is going to cost us. So it's 100% easily easily traceable back to where these ratings would come from. Our centre midfielders look okay, our strikers look okay, and as well, Sergio up top looks really, really good. So we're going to go back to positive, show some passion. If they're upset, that's fine. Let them sort of take that out on the opposition. Not by kicking them, but by like really forcing the play in certain places and committing to shutting them down. McTominay with a good tackle. We still don't win the ball. That is a problem on the match engine that I have seen. You can win tackles, but you don't win the ball. Hedgehog does good. He backs off, but then he does win the ball. Gets it up to Dominguez. Ball up there for Macon. Down. Sergio Gomez is on a hat-trick. What a tackle Was that Bellerin? I think that might have been Bellerin. I'm not sure. I lost sight of the player. But what a tackle that was. Unbelievable. Arsenal kind of have the better of it right now. And for that, I'm going to go very attacking. Azevedo, Macon, he can run with it. The Brazilian, he can run with it. He's going out wide slightly. Can he get the ball across to his strike partner? He goes himself. Dominguez will get there. The Spaniard, the new Michu in the lineup. Dominguez. And let's go. That's a counter-attack and a half right there. Selfish by Macon. He usually does cross. But to be fair to him, there's a pathway back here. I would love Gomez to be a bit more in the box, but either way, that line of sight isn't going to be great. For me, if he tries to put it in this area and hope Gomez breaks the other side of the penalty spot, perhaps. If he gambles and puts it across goal here and hopes that Dominguez can follow up. But, yeah, there's no real great options. He's already committed, though. Pickford spills. Dominguez reacts. Tucks it in. I don't know. This looks like a decent game, boys. This does look like a decent game. We're being outplayed, but we are playing to our strengths. And we're good going forward. So I don't know. We pause it here at 3-1. Again, we're playing quite well. We're poor in the air. We know this. But not too many fouls have happened. It's been quite a clean game. One extra foul this entire second half, the 10 minutes. Possession, we just edge. Clear-cut chances, we just edge. And we've been better with our shots, but again, it's just edging. And being at home to a team like Arsenal, I think, is a 50-50 proposition. They're going to be good down the wings. They're going to be really impactful. We're going to be good kind of in the centre and on the counter. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that. I haven't had any weird goalmouth scrambles, any really bad crossing, any really bad shot choices, any first-time volleys or long shots into the back of the net, any wonder goals from the fullbacks or defensive midfielders that are rare but seem to happen a lot. So I'm going to say, just here at sort of like the start of the second half, I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far from the match engine. We do get another booking, and again, we've got 3 fullbacks. Bellerin, Saka and Marvitz all been booked. Azevedo, a very tough tackling Portuguese midfielder. A little bit aggressive. He's got 15 aggressive, 14 bravery, 16 strength, 17 tackling. And a high work rate, good positioning. So, normally he doesn't get booked too often. But he would be one that has a tendency, possibly, to. Scott McTominay as well. Very much a booking machine at times. But no, I'm fairly happy. I've got to admit, I am fairly happy with this. I'm actually going to slot Sergio Gomez down into midfield. Push Mabry up behind the strikers. I want Azevedo off. We're going to go with his countryman, Pinot, who I think would probably be better served. Yeah, he hasn't got good off the ball running. So I think with his marking positioning, I'm just going to push Pinot into this defensive midfield and swap over McTominay and Gomez, because I think... Or should I leave them? I should leave them on their right feet. So McTominay right-footed, Sergio left-footed. And then I kind of want the booking off with Marvitz. Tomas Estevez is a very, very good player. I will be happy with that. About 2/3 of the way through the game, I think we're in a good position. We're going very attacking. I want to see kind of how that affects things as well. We've played on the back foot. We've kind of played, slightly on the front foot, but not really. We've played on the back foot. Now we're going to play completely on the front foot and see kind of where that matches up. This is decent pressing. Minya with a very, very good goal. Very good goal indeed. And 25 yards out. It's not as bad looking as some of the long shots that we've conceded. And that is just filthy. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But this year... Like, Adil's already pushing that ball out. Adley's pushing that ball out. As soon as it comes from his feeding. Then this first touch from Mina completely sells Deo Upamecano. And Santi just takes it the other side. Hits it when Upamecano's in the way of our keeper Van Loon's sight. So he sees it late. He's now starting to move. The ball's already in the box. By the time he dives, it's just too late. It at least makes sense to me, and that is a wonderful, wonderful touch from Mina. That he has 100% got them into this. Show some passion, boys, towards the end. Last 15 minutes, let's not let the game slip. Tight game, in theory, has been a tight game in practice. They seem to be working a little bit harder for it. We are lowering them out wide. And you're right, that Van Loon. Again, a first-time shot, sometimes a bit OP. I'm going to go defensive and see if that works out. We are kind of a counter-heavy team in places. Van Loon, Tomas Estevez. Look at the high press by them. The high press that works so well on the default. And Gabriel Barbosa with some great work there too. They're using their men over Bakary Saka. This would be a game winner normally. And it's not. So yeah, I gotta disagree. Neil Brock, community manager from SI, says that this provides an unrealistic game sort of representation. It changes only the acceleration or the speed or some element. I can't remember exactly what he was quoted as there. What I'm seeing is there's no difference in condition. I'm still seeing quick play. I'm still seeing good passing. I'm seeing defenders actually mark. I'm seeing first-time shots not be OP. I'm seeing cross-field balls not being OP. But I am seeing crosses actually not getting hit straight into a defender and actually making it into the box. I'm seeing good interplay. I'm seeing better first touches and shots that we saw from Mina, who is, give him his credit, a very, very good player. First touch of 15. Anticipation off the ball. Vision's okay. Good finishing. Like, you'd expect him to be able to hit a ball like that, and he did. What a strike. And yet Arsenal have been on top. We have seen that. What we see in the stats has been reflected on the pitch. We've got about 10 minutes left. They've been better on passing. We've kind of dialed that back, apparently. We're not as good as we had been. Our tackling's still good. Our heading's improving. We've been more defensive. But our passing's been pretty poor. So let's set up a little bit more now. As I say, a little bit of time wasting. Go a little bit more direct. Play for set pieces. We're going to hold shape. And push our line up a little bit. Let's decompress the midfield. Hedgehog. Doesn't lose it. Gomez. Ball towards the far post. Pretty poor, but McTominay gets it. Good ball up wide. Mabry. Oh my god, what a move. What a move, what a goal. Let's go. It's Macon Lucas. Boys and girls. What a goal this is. Tomas Estevez picks this up on the right-hand side after a couple of good passes already. He stops. There's no way forward. He passes it back to Pino. Diego up to McTominay. Mabry. I was really hoping he would turn and put this ball through for Estevez to run onto. That's kind of what I was expecting. At this stage, Jonathan Tah, the earlier goal scorer, is playing on Dominguez. I was also thinking if he's a quick turn and plays through, there's a chance to get there. Maycomb is in a good position too, though. Lays it back to Gomez. Back to Mabry, and now he turns. Just onside. Dominguez is making a run. Maycomb likes to play with his back to goal. He turns and just slots it past Jordan Pickford. I'm sorry, but this is a really, really good match engine. We've seen some well-worked team goals. We've seen a beautiful touch and strike from Mina. Yeah, like this game's kind of done. we've pretty much outplayed them. Look at that. Dominguez fought for it. Lucas, McTominay, Sergio, Dominguez, Maker. Look at this passing. And a good long shot, but not an OP long shot. Probably the wrong choice to make, if we're fair. But being fair, that was the wrong choice. Minya, we allow him to go up wide because they're most dangerous through the centre. And it's a good tackle, and we didn't get given a penalty against us like we have seen in those similar situations. Again, I don't mind this. I do not mind this. We funnel up wide. We try and clear the ball from there. We're one-on-one up front. Referee! That looked tasty, but apparently fair. Okay. I like what I see. I like what I see from this match engine. The fan-made match engine that apparently is 100 times better than what I have seen from SI themselves, with their resources, with their knowledge, with their iterations, their in-house testing, their alpha testing, their beta testing. Disappointing. That's where we're going to leave it. But make your own mind up. I will link it in the description below. And we will see you again soon. But I highly recommend this match engine. I really, really do. Have fun. Enjoy your games. Link to Patreon down in the description if you care to support this channel and my Twitch channel. And we'll see more of you soon. But until then, take care, stay safe, behave. And I'll have more fun and games later. Bye for now.